Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at sound settings, and whether you're just listening to music, movies, games, or any combination of those, I have a free piece of software that can make all of that sound better. And the best part is we can adjust each of those separately. Additionally, we can even get more granular with this software and apply it to specific programs or apps that you want it to. This awesome software is Sonar by SteelSeries. And again, don't worry, you can use this with any headset or mic since it's free to use. So let's head over to the SteelSeries website, which we already have up, and that is SteelSeries.com/GG. As always, links in the description down below. And we're simply just going to go here, click free download, and it's just going to go ahead and download that installer for you. Now, feel free, while it is downloading, you can set up an account right here. It's just going to ask you to sign up. I'm going to wait until we get to the installer portion. It'll bring it back up again. You do need to make an account for this because it does require it to use the software in the sense that we want to use it. So just be aware of that. Now that our download is complete, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the folder, and we're just simply going to double click to run it, and it will require administrative privileges. I'm just going to simply click yes, and we can close out of the website. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and close out of that window as well for our file explorer. It will take a little bit to just unpack everything, so just be aware of that. All right, here we have the installer language. I'm just going to go ahead and continue with English. We're going to see the welcome screen. I'm going to go ahead and hit next. Now we're at the license agreement. If you want to read through it, go ahead and read through it now, but I'm going to go ahead and click agree. Again, we're going to just wait for it to install, and we should be prompted with another screen once it finishes up. All right, our installer just finished up, so we can see complete, and we'll hit finish. Now do give it a second because it will auto launch. It will also take you again to the website. I'm just going to close out of the browser, and here we're presented with, do you have a SteelSeries account or do you not? So if you don't, you can go ahead and sign up with one right now, and you can also skip the step, but like I said before, you do need an account to use the features that we want to use on this program. So I'm going to go ahead and hit back, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill in my information with my account. So use this time to fill out yours. Once you sign in, you're going to see this screen saying you're in, and you can see all the different features that we're going to have access to. We're going to have moments, sonar, aim 3D trainer. Now, one thing here is you can turn off moments. This one will auto capture events in game. It says it's the best gaming moments. It's actually pretty good about capturing stuff. But for the sake of this, since we're doing audio, we're just going to uncheck this. Feel free to play around with that later on if you like. So we'll go ahead and click let's go. Now we're going to head over to Sonar. This is the key feature that we want to use. Now you're going to see that we get access to audio mixer, chat mix, presets, and AI noise cancellation. So we want to hit turn on Sonar. Again, this part will take just a little bit as it installs all the features it needs and configures them for you. Here we can see that our setup for our playback and input, since I'm using a Pro X microphone and headset, I'm going to leave both of these here. By default, it should pick whatever you normally are using for your defaults, but if you don't see it right away, just click the drop down and select it as needed. We'll go ahead and hit next. Next up is the automatic backup device switch. Now this is a pretty cool feature. It's not foolproof, but basically what it does is if you disconnect your main device, it'll automatically go to the next device in the list. So say you have a headset, you unplug your headset, your next device in the list is your speakers on your desk. It'll just automatically switch over to start playing. So I'm going to enable this because I think it's actually really, really good of a feature. And then we'll hit next again. Again, it's going to do a little bit more setup, and then as soon as it's ready, it'll see ready for all three of these, and we'll hit game on. Now you're left in the mixer channel here, and a few different items here. You're going to see down here is the apps. So if we launch different apps, all right, so I have turned on two different browsers here to show what this kind of looks like here in this. As we can see, our mic is picking up our mic that we're talking through. The game option, which is running for the Firefox, Chromium, and OBS Studio. Now, if I wanted something different, I could add a media channel over here and an aux channel. Typically, I add all 5 of those just so I have them to work with here. But if I wanted to say, I don't want whatever audio customization I have on game for my Chromium, I could just click and drag it over here and it'll start playing with whatever settings I have under the media settings. That's one feature on this screen that you need to be aware of. The other is going to be where we see devices here. Now, this one isn't as intuitive, I don't think. So if we click this, you're going to see master your device setup, drag and drop devices in the order, dropping them in the exclusion area. So what we do is we'll just hit I got it. We'll go ahead and click it again. And this is where those defaults kind of play out in the order here. So if I had something like speakers through my headset here, and as soon as I unplug my headset, I want it to go to, say, my monitor, I would just click and drag it under this. So as soon as I unplug my speakers, it will flip over to this. Now, if you have a few other devices in here and you're like, I never want to use those. So we can see AI noise canceling output for the Asus utility on this laptop. I could just click and drag it to the excluded devices. So it'll never be in this list of a potential thing that it would try to flip to. Super handy. You can do that for all of these different mixes. Let's actually jump in and start configuring some stuff. So up here, I'm just going to go ahead and hit game. It's going to ask you what custom game preset you want to do. You don't have to choose anything. We can just hit custom for now. We'll hit OK. And we're going to see that it enables an equalizer. We could deal with spatial audio. We could also do volume boost or smart volume. What we want to do really is up here in the preset, we'll click the little icon. That will actually bring us open for all the different presets that we can choose from. And this is pre-configured ones. You can play around with the custom ones if you want to watch some YouTube videos on how to build out your own custom one for your headset. But let's say we want some Call of Duty. Maybe we want to hear footsteps a little bit better. We'll just select that, hit the X, and we can see that it's enabled the equalizer in here. So if you want to test it, you could just test it here. We'll pause that. You can test your spatial as well. So if you wanted to enable this, say you have a surround sound headset, but you want things to sound a little bit louder, you could also change here the performance, immersion, all that. Also the distance. So if you want things like the back left to be a little bit louder than it normally is, you could change that distance to be a little bit closer to your head. Now it does change it for everything around you, but honestly, once you dial that into something that you really like, I find it super handy. Again, volume boost, if you really want to up your volume, if maybe your headset's just a little bit more quiet. And then this one is automatically keeping the volume in range so it never gets too loud or inaudible, which is super handy. A great thing about this thing though is the presets. Now, say you play a couple different games. Say you play Call of Duty, you play Fortnite, and then maybe you play the new Subnautica that just released. And you're like, I don't really want the sounds from Call of Duty that I have set up to be the sounds that I listen to in Subnautica. How do we do that? Well, you can set up your preset. And if you like a specific preset or your custom one, you can actually add it to your favorites. Doing that will add it to this list so that it's a little bit faster to flip-flop between. So let's say we want Assassin's Creed. I'll just add that quickly to my favorites and Blatro. Again, we'll go ahead and click the exit. Now, if we have this screen open just before we're going to go play those games, we could just simply flip-flop between these and then just launch our game since it's already going to go to that game mixer anyways, as maybe the default one we have. Heading back to the mixer, you can do that for all 4 of these items here. So you're going to notice for things like chat that your presets are a little bit more limited than normal as well. You're not going to have all the different game ones, but you're going to have things like balance, broadcast, clarity, deep voice, flat, less nasal, walkie-talkie. I typically try to do like a clarity, or if I have a custom one, and I kind of just leave it at that. I find something, dial it in a little bit, and you can see what that may sound like. Now, I will say that these test items aren't the greatest, but they actually do a pretty good job. Moving over to media, again, just going to hit custom. You're going to have a little bit more in these options for the media and the aux because it's going to have music or maybe movies. I typically find like a movie immersion is actually a pretty good one. And you don't actually have to use the default settings it gives you. You can play around with these to find that like perfect item. But let's say you're just like playing around with it and you're like, oof, I made it way worse. All you have to do is go to these 3 dots, hit reset, and it's going to go back to what the preset default was. And again, you can make favorites here as well. So if you're watching movie, you want the movies to sound a little bit different than the music. I would typically just do like maybe media as the movie and aux as the music. That way you don't have to keep flip-flopping. But if you like to flip-flop, by all means, do that. Lastly, heading over to the mic. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to work on this video or not. I can show you what it typically does sound like on my main mic that I do record, but let's see here. So we have a custom equalizer. It's just a flat one. I'm not going to change anything just yet, but we do see that we have Clearcast AI noise cancellation. Well, this software actually does a pretty good job about cutting some of that noise in the background, whether it's a fan or anything like that. Let's see if this actually is working on this microphone. If not, I can show you again on a different microphone, and then we'll re-enable it here, and you can play around with these values as well. Min, max, whatever you think sounding good. Now we're going to change the preset here because I think something like alias boom arm actually does sound better for my voice, but you will want to kind of just play around with what works for best for your voice. Feel free to record something, play it back, keep flip-flopping through these presets to find something you want, or if you just want to start with something like this, play around with the values in the equalizer. Again, if you mess up, just hit reset and it's that easy. Now you can do say like noise reduction if you don't want to use the AI version of it. You can do a noise gate, compressor, all that good stuff. All these values are adjustable as well, so feel free to play around with those features. Now, as you saw before with my mic, it wasn't picked up during the recording to show you while clicking on each of the settings what it sounded like. So I have this part so you can actually listen. So this is what the mic sounds like without any of those filters enabled. And this is what it sounds like with just the noise reduction enabled. Lastly, as you've heard me this entire video, this is with noise reduction and my own equalizer configuration enabled. Real quick, if you do have a banner up here that says set Sonar devices as your default audio devices in your Windows sound setting, as you can see here, there's just a screenshot of what it looks like. All you have to do is click to auto set the defaults. That will apply to make sure that whatever you're setting here is actually applying to Windows itself. Now, mostly we're done with this software. You should be able to kind of tweak it to your heart's content, but I do want to show on the Windows side. So if we right click on our sound settings here and hit open volume mixer, that's going to bring up this. So it's going to be very similar to what this looks like, but slightly different. All right, so now that we have it open, this output device and input device, these are going to be your two defaults. Typically, I leave gaming as my main one because every time I launch a game, I don't have to flip-flop what it's applying to and all of that. It's just a little easier and less of a headache for me. Input devices, I typically have it going through the SteelSeries microphone. Now we can see the drop down. We could go back to the regular microphone if we wanted to, but since we've applied that preset to it, we want to make sure that it's going to apply to anything that we're going to use our microphone for. If you have something like, let's say we'll go into Chromium, you want your output and inputs to be different than the defaults. We can see right here, our output is actually set to media because maybe I'm using my Chromium to watch things like Netflix and I want that type of audio to go through with that typical preset for movies itself. Again, you can drop down and pick between any of these. You could say, oh, maybe I use my Chromium for Teams or something on the web base. I want it to just have the chat output. And the input device, again, just going to use the default one, which is the one up here. But if for some reason you don't want it to be that always as your default, and you're like, okay, only for this application do I want this microphone and that kind of preset on it. So that's all there really is to it. You'll see different apps come and go as you open and close them throughout Windows. Again, you can just kind of move stuff around too in here. If you want it to be a little bit different, it'll apply this specifically to this. Now that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully your sound is going to be a little bit better now with this software. If it did, think about leaving a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.